Hello and welcome back, friends. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and it is Mindful Monday. And my topic is slow down. And this could not be more appropriate than any other title I could have thought of, because I did this video about 3 or 4 days ago, and it was fabulous. And it's gone. I have no idea what happened to it. So we are just starting over, and instead of really working on anything in particular, I've got to travel today. My girlfriend Mary is in town in Omaha, so I'm going to spend a couple days with her at the acreage. And after I recognized that my video was gone, I decided, well, we're not getting out my mindful journal and do any creativity. We're just going to talk about slowing down. So I think that's what I'm going to call it. Either that or embracing our little quirks, which I've probably said this before, but it's one of the things that I've always said to Dave, and he's like, yeah, very true, but I am consistently inconsistent. And I like change. Well, most of the time I like change. I like, trying things up. I like to do things differently. I like variety. And sometimes, as I always say, it leads me to squirrel. But last week when I first did the video, I was kind of in a funk. Like, not in a funk where I wasn't feeling creative, but I just needed... I think I was trying to plan too much, and because I'm consistently inconsistent, I overplan. So I schedule everything out. I am very organized. It's probably why I have, a little bit of OCD, and I realized that was making me anxious, and I don't like it when I'm anxious. So I just decided to slow down, embrace my little quirk of being, inconsistent, and just roll with it. And as a result, these are some of the things that I worked on. So I thought, well, I'll show you through some of the things that I have worked on, some of them after the video that I showed you that you didn't get to see. And we would just have a little chat, and maybe I have a couple little projects that I think we can work on as we go. So before I do that, a special shout out to some new friends and subscribers: Karen Williams, Candy King Creates, and Tippy Winks Vintage. Thank you for your comments, for subscribing. I know some of you have been around for a while. I appreciate you very much. And I should have done a special announcement. I did not even recognize this until one of my subscribers said, "You're almost at 2,000. And I was like, really? 2,000 subscribers? Not that I didn't believe her, but so I had to go over. It was Carol at Crinkled Path, I believe. And so I had to look it up. And you guys, I've surpassed 2,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. So that makes me extremely happy. And, as I set my goals for the year, I realize I need to keep on keeping on. Like, just don't give up. It's a marathon, not a sprint, which I have to remind myself of often. So, thank you, every one of you, for just all of your ongoing support. I appreciate it. And to kind of recognize all of those those content creators, whether you're on Instagram or on YouTube, I'm planning something special, and I'll be sending out an email to those of you who I have emails for, but I'll make a formal announcement about something that I'm going to try on my channel, and I would love it if you all participated. So if you want to reach out, if I don't have, for some reason, your email and it's not in your channel description or on Instagram, then please let me know, because I want to include you, and I think it will be fun. So, surprises to come. But we're just going to go ahead and get started. So these are some of those that we did with the wallpaper the other day. This one, when I put it together, I ended up sewing it. By the way, when I tried to sew one of these already folded, it was a no-go. It got stuck in this pocket thing because it's really thick. So this is one of them. I sewed this one up as well. And these are just great journal covers. Now, I wonder if this is something that I should maybe, I mean, I was planning on maybe putting some of these, not this one because not this one because I don't like it. It's wrinkled. I mean, I know you guys probably wouldn't care, but it bothers me. And I love this cover. But maybe instead of just doing them on Etsy, maybe I shouldn't do them on Etsy, and maybe I should do them on, just on my live sales. So you tell me, but these are not sewn yet, but they are done, and these are just the regular covers. So, they will just fold like this. So I added all of the lace on them, and it's just going to be the cover, but I know a lot of people don't have access to wallpaper, and they make such great durable journals that I think it would be fun to share. So that is where I am with that. Then I want to show you this because I'm pretty sure I didn't do this on a video, but I really love it. And I just found it yesterday. And these are literally, although I don't think any of these things have actually grown in my garden. Oh, there's two of them. But these were packets, the Shasta daisies, the poppies, and the hollyhocks that I planted, I think, last year. And I just left them. After I opened them, I was like, oh, why did I rip the tops? So I decided to make a hinged journal just to kind of practice. This was a long time ago, but I found that and I was like, oh, I really love that. Reminder, keep all your seed packets. I was watching Kathleen. I'm doing this video on Sunday because I lost the other one. And I loved it. She was talking about gardening, and I am not a gardener. I just chuck the seeds in there and hope for the best, or the plant or whatever. And so she had some really great tips, and I love her channel. It's Amelia B's Crafting Adventure. So go check her out because she has such a nice variety. It's, today she talked about gardening, and she does all kinds of artistic things. So one of the other things that we did on a previous video not too long ago, just in the last week, was I had found, I did a video kind of, oh gosh, I hope I put that out. Did I? It's either in my vlog or I already put it out. I don't remember, but I showed you some of the things that I shopped my stash over at the venue. And one of the things was this coupon book. As I was going through it, I realized it was from 2008. And I think we did a page or two where I showed you how. This took me literally, I was watching some YouTube videos, and it took me like maybe a half an hour to complete. But I wanted to show it to you because I think this is, because a lot of it is wallpaper. Not all of it, but a lot of it is wallpaper. I made sure the cover and the back and the tabs are. That this would be great for me to take as my traveling crafter kit on the road. So maybe little papers or ephemera or whatever I choose. But look how cute it turned out. And all I did is that big, what do you call that thing? The box that used to hold like the liner for your drawers. That's full of all my scraps. And so they were already kind of cut size. So I just went through and I just started grabbing them. This one, well, this we did together for sure. And I think we did the front cover. We just tried one. And then I just cut every single one of these pages down to size. So I did all of that first. And then I came back and I cut all of these little pages back. Together. And I didn't even really, I just started finding the pages that were, or the scraps that were kind of close to the size. And then I thought, well, I'm just going to use what I got because I need to reduce that stash and we'll make it work. So I am really pleased with how it turned out. And there's I don't know, what did I end up? I don't remember how many pages. But as I was looking at it, if you find one of something like this, pick it up. This I found was from 2008. So probably unlikely I'm going to find another one anytime soon. And I've had this for many years. I ended up taking it to the venue. I don't know why, if I was just going to get rid of it in the sale or what. But I had it in my little storage area. So I just love how it turned out. So, and honestly, it took me like a half an hour because I did all of this, then I did all of this, then I glued them all on. And they were all easy because they were the same size. And these are all wallpapers. And that's it. I'm loving that. So this is what I did. One of the things, I tried to find something that was sort of bluish because that was already blue. So this was just some wallpaper that I had. That's not my favorite, but it'll work fine because it's wallpaper and it'll come clean. And then I also realized, I've shown this, I showed this as a haul. And this was in an auction haul. But these were all hand drawn and hand colored paper dolls. And I did scan all of these, but I realized they're not on I didn't put them on Etsy. So what I think I'm going to do, I spoke to you guys a little bit about creating a Ko-fi or coffee, whatever, Ko-fi site where I could specifically maybe put some of my digitals just for my subscribers or those who have the link to it, and not worry so much about Etsy. So I'll have some freebies on there and some things that you can pay for. But I was like, this is where I need to put these. So I spent my time cutting all the rest of them out because I hadn't. And I had backed these just on white because they were very thin, and I knew they were made of, like, you know, the old, well, you can tell, the old paper. A lot of it used to be lined, but I mean, these are old. These are probably from the 40s, maybe the 30s. So I got all of those cut. And now that this is my reminder that I need to put them on the Ko-fi site, and I need to finish doing that. But I save those kind of projects that are administrative, if you will, or technical projects, like creating digitals or working on my website or working on things like that, for when I'm on the road, because I don't always have, you know, the stuff to do lots of crafting. And then I went through all my scraps. And so these, remember we did, these are tissue and paper towels. And we did the embossing using our stamps. And so I just made a whole bunch of clusters out of what I had. These, if you watched yesterday's video where I made the washi out of the vintage sewing patterns, this was some leftover napkin. So I just kind of used all that. So I got all of those done. And apparently I have a little straggler. And then I did cut out. So remember when we did these, see, sometimes when I do my videos, then I do another video. And so I don't get everything done the way I would wish. So this we just stamped on a bunch of cardstock. And then, and these were just scraps. So all the ones that I did on camera with you, I ended up turning them into, oh my gosh, have you guys not been able to see that? Am I too far ahead? I turned into little tickets. So I wanted to show you what they kind of look like. So they didn't look like much when I was doing them, and some of them were the offcuts. Hold on a second. I gotta adjust my camera. Why is it? Maybe you can, and I'm just losing my mind. But look at how fun those are. So I did all of these. And see, they can be not so pretty when you do them all at once. And I wanted to save that one so you could see what it looked like before, if you didn't catch that video. So I finished that. That was good. And this is all what I did in, let's see, pretty much a day, except there's a couple exceptions, and I'll tell you what those are when we get to them. And then, let's see. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Okay. Then I made all of these more scraps. I just kept on with the Scrappy Scrapperson. So they're just little notebooks, and or you could just tear these off and use them with all of the scraps, because I had a stack of scraps, and I intended, and they were mostly strips like this, and I intended to, no, I'm trying to pull this down. There we go. To do something just with those skinny strips. And then I was like, okay, they're on my desk and I don't like the way this feels. So I went through all of my scraps. I'm going to put these over in my notebook. There goes my pillow. My notebook file. And then I made a few little matchbooks out of some leftover wallpaper. So I've got those that I can decorate. Those will go in my ready to decorate pile. And then, I don't think I showed you this, but I'm gonna. So I had a Beatrix Potter book. And then I had a random piece. I thought, oh, I know why I'm thinking I showed you this, because I already did a video. That is lost into cyberspace. But these had some really cute little sayings on them. So what I did is took the book was already apart. And so I just folded the pages in half, glued them together, and I'll show you what I created. So these are some that, stage 1, fold them in half, glue them. And then stage 2 is what I created out of them. So, for example, this is a belly band, or it could be a belly band. But I liked how, if I wanted, what I should have done, and I didn't, is made some of these and just glued them here and here so they could tuck onto a page. And then you could see both sides of the story, but I didn't think about that till afterwards. So I have a few belly bands. There's that little kitty cat. I need to do it. Well, I have a kitty cat. Maybe this one might work. Ribby and Tabitha. Okay, let's put this aside. It might work. So I have several that I left large that I can make into belly bands or cut them down if I want and make them into something else. Then I made a few tags. Yes, like, okay, we're putting that one aside. And then this one's Tom Kitten. We can use that one too today. I made this one to look like a big old ticket. It was like the cover page, and it could be a pocket or a side tuck. Another tag. Well, we might use that one in there too. Another pocket and another pocket. So whole bunches of pockets and things that are ready to roll. They're not, I mean, I didn't decorate them all, but they're ready to roll. So I'm going to put those over here. Actually, I need to organize those because some of them are pockets, some of them are tags. And then what did I do? Oh, and then I started, this is how, and if you watch the washi tape from Sunday, you'll know. So these were from the tissue that we created a while back. We created all of this tissue, and it's really deli papers. And so I needed some of them that were smaller that would actually go on a page. And so when I cut them down, I was like, oh, let's make them into washi. And then after I made them into washi, I was thinking, well, what am I going to do for Sewing Notion Sunday? No, after I did these, then I was like, well, I got napkins. So I made all of this washi, which some of you saw on Sunday's video. So I've got a whole new stack of all kinds of fun washi. And then I was like, well, I got to do a Sewing Notion Sunday. Let's use some tissue. And so we created all of these. But before I actually did the video, I kind of played with all of that. But aren't these fun? I know. And someone alerted me, thank you, that the link to my Amazon Essentials store was not working. And it was true. It was not. So I went in and fixed it. Now I can put this back up here. So if you want to get that tape, it's on there. Oh, hang on, Houston, we got a problem. The one thing I did not do, and this just felt good, like just doing things I wanted to do with no thought about, oh gosh, how many videos do I need to get out and what haven't I done yet? It just kind of recharged me, if you will. All right, we're putting these over here. And then what else? Oh, yes. So I'll show you what I finished, and then I have a couple things that we can work on together. So I shared with you that I have several journals that I found that I apparently never finished. So I finished this one. I had picked out all of the stuff, so I did that. And then this This is one of those that we did with the Victorian, which aren't Victorian, the reproduction book with all of the kind of cabinet-esque cards. So we made that cover, and then I had some pages, but not really many. So this will go into the Etsy store. These are just the great big pockets. I love those. And we used the acetate. And then this was, somebody had made these pockets. And then there's a pocket here. There's that in there. And I got them. These are made from wallpaper, and they're made from wallpaper borders, which I have cut all of my wallpaper borders, and they will be back in my Etsy shop. So if you want to create some of those, we will do that. And I added that. I tried to add a good mix of things that people could put things inside, and then a lot of journaling space. We created this. This is made from a, I don't know if I created this one, though. I don't know. From a hair clip. And this is some of the 1890s receipts. Oh, this is supposed to have, oh, it was clipped on here. So it's just kind of fun. Like a fun journal with lots of pretties in it. This we made a long time ago. And then I tucked in one of the little specimen or negative slides. And then this was one of the things that I needed. I wanted some of that tissue for. Another pocket. Lots of these with the Victorian, it could be Edwardian die cuts that I got in that scrapbook. And then there's a little photo of a little garden. This is a pocket within a pocket. This is just a paper clip. And then you pull this. Oh, don't pull it up. It's got little wallpaper samples. Another one of these that folds down. Fabric clip, because I realized I didn't have any fabric clips. We made those a long time ago. Another little pocket. This is made on, this is a piece of parchment that I used to bake something, like not food, but some craft thing. And it got all crusty and I loved it. So I put it in there. I kept it. More of these. Some vintage, that was a vintage letter that I had collaged. This is a glassine bag with a little bingo card and such. There's, see the other side of it? It's like really crusty. I don't know. It might not last forever, but I loved it. This is a library pocket. So very fun, and it is jam-packed. This is just a journal card that I printed one of my designs on that I did. This folds out several times. All kinds of little pockets. So I have one more to do, and I thought, well, maybe we'll do, there's a notebook, and this is some vintage ads. Maybe we shall do them together and put some of them in there. This is one of my digitals. And it ends like that, and we got another great big journal card back here. Oops, I need to hold it up. Please tell me that didn't stick. Oh. Oh, I just ripped it. Angela. Look what I did. Well, that's got to be fixed. It was a journal card. Now it's... Darn it. Well, I guess I'll fix it. It'll be okay. I got heavy-handed with it. Shamey Christmas. Okay. So that one's done, and it's ready to list. And then this one, I added these. I did bind it together. I had done some of it. Yeah. I had added some things to it, but there still needs to be more added. So I thought we would do that together. So that is to come. But I did get it bound, and I bound this with seam binding this time, which wasn't real easy, but so this is all the stuff I've pulled that I think we can actually put it together. All right, let me move this and put that up here. Now, I just wanted to share it with you, a little change of plans. Okay, so the other day I was showing you how to use the Junior Elf books and how to make a spine, and we made a whole bunch, right? Well, that was all fine and good. So I have the Pussycat Talks to Her Kittens, and I have little ducklings that are just as we did them. But as I started, and so we'll continue to work on those, but as I started to work on these, remember this one? The L was pretty much gone. I did try. I got advice from you guys. You know, maybe you can repair it. It was like it was falling apart. The L was gone. And I still wanted to use it. So what I did is I decided, after I'd already put this one and this one together, that I really thought I would make 3 of these as ring binders and 2 of them as the actual journals. So this is what it ended up being. And I threw in just a few little things to get this started. But the cool part about the ring journals is they're kind of fun. They're, you know, you can take things out, you can put things in, you can put your own things in, and you can really get them, I mean, they can be nice and chunky. So my thought was, on each of the 5 journals, I'll put a milk pog. Remember, I have those, and a bingo card, as well as a library card and pocket. This is a Project Life card, a couple flash cards, and just kind of keep adding to it. So that was my thought. So what I thought we would start by doing is do that for each of these. Like, I had a few things, and see, the other reason I decided to do this the way that I am is because, remember, that these, well, the kitty book doesn't really have any pages that are viable, so it's not going to work. But this little duckling book is indeed, like, that's the, I think there was 1 page missing, but the rest of it is all already signatures. So I can reinforce that and then use it like this. So that's why I was thinking about that. These, remember, were bound with glue. So I can put hole reinforcers in there. I can maybe use washi or whatever and keep them like this and keep the book pretty much intact. So every single page will be able to go into this one and this one as well. So that'd be fun, right? But what we're going to do, and then I have my donkey pages, so I'm excited about that one because she is so, she or he, I don't know, is so cute. So what I did, let's see, what we're going to do. We know our pages are there. We've got these. These I might do in pockets or tucks, but I just grabbed them. This one's got a few things. Can you see? Okay. So I just have those 3 things. Let's just stick this in there with that. And then little donkey, I started playing with that already. Okay, so let's put donkey's pages inside of here. And we're just going to go through this pile. See, those probably, I might be able to, I think I'm going to do it there. Trim that one down. Okay, here's some just paper. These were from other journals. I think I could probably just, here. I could just do this. And I want this to have just lots of I think I'm just going to use this side. This one is talking about a lamb, so I feel like I need something with a lamb. Then I had these, and I don't know, will they fit? Yeah, so I have 3 of those. And then I have 2 more, because they were the copies that we can somehow incorporate into the non-ring bound ones. And that won't work. Okay, then I have these. How many do I have? We could do D for dog. We got our D for duck. And then we'll just put those in. So we have one of those. Oh, I only grabbed 2 of these. Thought those would be fun. I'll have to go get another one. I better write that down or I will forget. And I'm using this handy dandy little coupon tracker that was in that coupon thing. I need a repair tag. All right. What else do we have? Oh, here we go. Bingo. We already put bingo in this one, didn't we? I'm pretty sure it was the donkey one. Yes. Ooh, this one might be too... Got an extra one. Will that fit? Yeah. So we got a bingo card for each one. And then we needed to add an extra one. Oh, this is just a Project Life card. We've got flashcards. Oh, and here are the 2. Oh, I got another bingo card. We'll put that up there. Now we have one for all of them. Put one of these in each. And these do not have sticky back, but these library card pockets I got on Amazon. And they are, I believe, in my To Restore You Essentials. Everything that I really like that I use, I try to put in there. All right, then we have some little things. These are just going to be... I don't know. I'm just going to put them in like that. Here, let's put these down here because they're not really going to go. Oh, what are these? There's a bear, baby bear, and an alligator, and an ace, and a 2. Okay, so let's see. Put this down here, this down here. Each one of them get that. I need another one of these. I wanted to just add some things that were, and I need another book. So I need another one of, what are these called? Another Whitman baby tag, or baby card, and another playing card. I should actually I'll get 3 playing cards, 3 repair tags, and 3 of those other ones. All right. There we go. All right, so now those are ready. And then the last thing I've got some, I probably don't have enough for all of them. Well, let's get all of these into the binder, and then maybe if we have time, we will cut up some more things. All right. And all I'm doing is just putting them in right now. I won't, I can go through, see, I have that donkey little paper. So that might go in a tuck. All right, so all I'm going to do, show you how easy this is. I want to make sure it lines up. And it's okay. I'm just putting little dots. So I think what I'll do is punch about where that line is through all 3 of these. Because, you know, we may as well kill a couple birds with one stone and do as many of these as we can. And I got my crocodile, which works grand for this kind of projects. Done. Now we just open it up, pop these in there. For the other 3 little card things, Demi's home. She doesn't, I didn't send a message saying I was doing a video, so she may come down here. All right, so I still need that other one, but let's put these in our pocket here for the time being, and that one is ready to roll for now. And then we'll put it up here and in my little stack. So we're going to work on them more, and then let's do this one. Now this one has a whole lot more, so we can't do it. Oh, I have the puppy ones too. All right, well, we're just going to, maybe what we'll do is take out this chair, put it up with the rest of them, and then we'll put all these in here. All right, so now I'm doing a video, sweetie. How was your night? Good. I'm glad you had fun. All right, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got 4. That's probably enough to start with. So let's open this up. Measure it. And now you're probably getting the gist, like how quick these can go. Because just pick out your stuff in a couple punches and then go from there. Come on. So yeah, I hope you're having a great Monday, and I hope your Sunday was fantastic. Like I said, I have to drive to Omaha today, which will be fun because my friend is from Wyoming, and so I don't get to see her hardly ever. So being able to see her, I'm going to do all of these at the same time, is fantastic. All right. I'm not going to do that bingo card at the same time. Put that behind there. I just want to make sure they're kind of even. Well, we're just going to cheat. Do it right here. There we go. For some reason, my crocodile is probably because I punched a million things in it. See that? Gets stuck. Where's my little... I'll just use my pokey tool. I've lost my other one. Oh, I had something else. Oh, I have 2 something else's to show you, actually. Okay. There we go. And now we have bingo. B-I-N-G-O. Okay. Come on. Hang on. There we... Oh, goodness gracious. So, yeah, like I said, I felt like that having that day of just doing my thing and not getting wrapped up in, oh my gosh, I have a million things to do, was like extremely therapeutic for me. I don't like that. Why did that, how did that get through there? All right, well, I'm not going to mess with it right now. But that's going to have to be something that, it's going to have to be something that we fix. Oh, I didn't undo this one. I guess I can fix it right now. So we don't want it to be on the out or inside, because then it will be stuck. There we go. Yeah, so on these, I just added on this one I added fabric. And the other two I did not. Why didn't I? I don't know. Maybe I will. I guess I just had this handy. All right, we'll get this last one put together. And then we'll pick out some pages for, I'll show you the other thing I was going to show you. And we'll pick out some pages for, or not pages, we'll put some things together for that other journal. Then I can get 2 of them uploaded on Etsy. So I think today I will take those with me and I can take photos at the acreage and get them listed. Okay, now we're done with that one. I'm going to buckle her back up and then we're going to stick these in there for now. All right. Yay. And that's the other thing I like to do is it's nice to be able to just do a little bit at a time, you know, where I'm not a mass maker of journal. Like I know some people, and yes, it is my business, and you know, I want to be able to take my work and to sell it. Because honestly, I mean, that's part of the joy is having somebody else get the pleasure out of having. Oh no, I want to go right here. The journals, right? But I can't just sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna make 10 journals and they're all gonna be the same. It just doesn't work. I admire people who can, but my mind just does not work like that. So to be able to work on this a little bit at a time with all of you. Oh, now I think I kind of like that better when it gets stuck there instead of in my... and to be able to do this with you guys makes me happy. So tomorrow is Template Tuesday. And I've been putting this off. Speaking of how my brain works. But at Christmas time, I showed a project that I had made the year before at Christmas time, which is a CD cover turned into... Oh, I have 2. How did I end up with that? Okay, well, you can go up there and we'll use you. A CD cover that I turned into... We're taking this out because we don't want... Hold on. Something's not right. Oh, I was going to use these for something else and use these. I don't know that all those puppies, these are bigger ones. But I just saw them laying there. So the chickadee is going to go in there. And that's going to go somewhere else. Anyway, I had made the CD cover and turned it into a journal. And some of you said, will you show us how to do that? And I was like, yes, I absolutely would. You know, I'll do that for Template Tuesday. It'll be perfect. And then it sat over there and because it is kind of, I guess it's not really that labor intensive, but I just kind of put it off. I don't know. And because I was really enjoying the ones that I was doing where I was using those pieces that I got from the thrift store, you know, from those boxes. So I did put it out. I'm just going to be honest, it's been about a month. And I put it out. I got everything together. Yeah, well, it was before Valentine's Day. I know that. And then I didn't do it. So tomorrow, we're doing that. And it's going to be fun. So tune in. And then Wednesday, I will have hopefully my vlog for the week up, and I don't know, I might have to do the preview for the vlog, or for the sale on Thursday, separate. I don't know yet. I got to figure that out. But I do need to pick out. Okay, there we go. So we have all of our little books on their way. And we'll just keep working on them and keep adding things. The next thing I think we'll do to these, at least to these two, is add the pages. And I'll show you how to, I mean, it's not hard, but we'll add them in there and keep them all in order. And then I do have these couple other things that I want to add to those as well. And I just have this random stack of stuff. So we'll put those with that too. Okay. Last two things. What time are we at? 45 minutes. We don't have time to, well, we'll start. Okay, so this is what I did yesterday. Again, it's a project that has been sitting. I did this, I had painted it, and I did all of the embellishments there. And I needed to turn this into an assemblage because I think I kind of want to sell it at one of my sales. I don't know, do you think maybe people wouldn't be interested? Otherwise, it's going on Etsy. But look at that little chick. There's a bunch of little vintage. These are all vintage mercury glass. This is a reproduction. It's actually made of wood. And then all of those little pieces. And this is, what do you call that? Crepe paper. I got some cool crepe paper that does not come in like a round roll. It comes in strips like tissue paper. And it works awesome. So I made that yesterday. That was fun. Yes, so let's just go to the back of the journal and see what we can find. See what we can add in real quick like a bunny. Speaking of Easter. Oh, that looks pretty right there, doesn't it? That's a tag, though. Lots of tags, lots of journal cards. Where are my pockets? I had a feeling, nope, see, that one's not going to fit in there. Okay. Well, so much for that. This. Okay, let's find a spot for this. This is another one of those envelopes made from wallpaper. No. This is a belly band, but it's also a fold-out pocket. That covers up that whole thing. Gosh, maybe we don't need that much more stuff in here. I thought we did. How about we put it here, because I don't mind this. Actually, I like the wallpaper showing, the wallpaper advertisements, but some people might not. All right, we'll just add this, and honestly, I don't think I have really that much. I have lots of things to put inside. So maybe on a finish it up day, when we're working on our Whitman books, we'll finish this up, or I'll do this. I may take this with me to Omaha, and then I can, because I have all the stuff right here, and then I can just finish it up, and then I can get it listed on Etsy as well. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. But I love these. They're so much fun. And I got to fix that other goof that I made. Darn it. Hi, darling. All right, so we're going to fold this up. It will go in my nice little tote. Travel tote. If you haven't seen my Traveling Crafter playlist, go check it out. It's where I put all my tips on things that are crafting ideas for you to take on the road. So I want to just thank you guys for, I mean, I know we didn't really do anything but visit, and it was show and tell basically, but I think sometimes that is important, like I said. And I'm just moving this stuff out of the way. So with that, I want to say have a great day. I hope that this finds you all well, healthy, and enjoying what you're doing. And we will talk to you next time. Until then, remember to take time to just be. Cheers.